Sam, I wonder if you could talk about how AI plays into that over the last maybe 2 or 3 years. Has it shifted how you have done things historically?
Yeah, 100%. I've been using chatbots for over 10 years. I started using Go High Level, which is a CRM automation kind of all-encompassing tool that I use to this day. 2016, I'm trying to remember when they came out. Started really integrating AI around 2020, and I remember it clearly. It was right before COVID, early 2020, and it was a new company that just came out. They're still around called WooSender. Great product, still does really cool things today, but this was 2, 3 years before ChatGPT, and they had and still have a really great AI sales system. It wasn't built as a traditional CRM, but it basically manages your pipeline as a CRM, just like you would build in Go High Level, HubSpot, or whatever else. So we were building an AI since then. And this really, again, when I say the biggest problem in business is the follow up, right? I say I'm a sales agency, but I also say sales and marketing. I say marketing agency. Everybody knows what marketing is. I come from landscaping, roofing. We were doing high ticket sales, but marketing, running ads, running leads. So in the beginning, when I started this business, it was a lot of just more the marketing side. And then you realize, and so many people have been burned by marketing agency, the leads suck. Right? The leads suck. They gave me leads and the leads suck. And we said, oh, well, it became obvious. Nobody follows up. The fortune is in the follow up, and people are just horrible at it. And it's the drop off between marketing sales. And it's like we get all these leads, good, bad, or average, hand them off. And it's a two-way street, right? Because we weren't running the whole pipeline and we weren't the ones closing. I have to do my job, but I'm not closing for you. Got to, if you're not able to close deals, if you don't call right away, people will be like, oh, yeah, we get to everybody within 24 hours. Like, as if that's a good thing. It's like you have to get in within 5 minutes, like hopefully the first minute every time. And then they'll say, we get to everybody within 24 hours. And it's like, but they don't really, you know what I mean? Like people might call 2 days later, maybe call once or twice. Like they'll call once, they won't answer. They'll call twice and like, they didn't answer, the lead suck. Well, the average high ticket sale takes 8 to 12 touches to close. Full stop, right? So to long way around answer your question, AI is coming there, right? In the sales management pipeline. AI, automation, human, right? Those are the three parts of the system. And we use it in the appointment setting process. So like a lead comes in, so you've got your pipeline. A lot of people do it manually. Some people might have a Salesforce or HubSpot kind of halfway set up or a MailChimp, but that's what we dial in. For us, I say the secret to AI is the human. We don't want the AI to do everything. And we want to be able to look
Ooh,
at it
say that
before you
again.
publish
Sam,
it,
Sam,
right?
say that
You
again. Don't go
you
too
don't
far. Say that part
you don't
again.
you don't want the AI to do everything, right? So when we're letting our AI talk to people live, right? Boom, 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 boom. You already know how much work it takes for you to get your images the way that you want. So when we talk about creating content, you get to have the AI rate your article or your image and then work it out with your human ability to make it better before you
Yes.
publish it typically. In this place, we don't have a chance to say, look at every, you know what I mean? It's like they text me, I'm texting them back. I don't have a person. The whole point is to not have a person looking at that the whole time. And so we got to make sure it doesn't answer certain questions. So the secret about our system is, of course, the humans, but I'd say 40% of what happens is automation. 40%, 50% of what happens is handled by the AI. And we try to, 10 to 20% max, but like 10% human interaction, right? So that the AI and automation can take up 90% of that manual grind, the stuff that people don't want to and aren't necessarily good at anyway. And if you were, you have to just throw bodies at and just spend more, spend more, spend more. Manage
Mhm.
that system at a much higher capacity with less people. Put your best people at the far end to do what people do best: close, deal with the deals. So yeah, that's where we use it. We have
Yeah.
a proprietary system. We use existing tools, right? I don't own a tech company. We're a marketing agency. We use existing tools. We use a proprietary system of Go High Level, Chat GPT, and a couple other things. The automation is everything that's scripted up front, right? So we start with a master copy document, right? Or all the campaigns per se. Somebody fills out the form, they come in, they get the text and the email. Those are automated welcome messages. They're already scripted. Certain amount of things are scripted throughout, oftentimes the beginning of a campaign. And then at certain points, when it's not a scripted position within the pipeline, the AI takes over from there. If those two things happen, and the AI will kick back certain things where it's either not able to answer or we programmed it not to answer, right? Because we know about hallucinations. We know that the AI can hallucinate. The AI can be wrong. It can be incorrect. It can be offensive. It can be all various number of things. So we put things in place for that. But yeah, I hope that answers your question. That's the big place of where AI comes in with us. I definitely touch and work within AI content a bit, but I can talk about that. A lot of the content that I do and we use for ads is actually organic, real stuff like this. And of course, AI is in everything. On the marketing side, again, as I was talking about the Meta ads, Instagram, Facebook, the Google ads, and their algorithms, because they have to take back demographic targeting, certain things anymore that they were doing. They were dang near almost, they were breaking red line stuff, equal opportunity stuff, because it was digital and nobody, and that's where Cambridge Analytica came in. So long story short, those algorithms are more and more being powered by AI, right? So you can turn on their AI targeting or not, or use a combination of both. We typically do use those campaigns. In Meta, it's called Advantage Plus. I think in Google, it's called Performance Max. So again, that's just one of the many places that AI is in there, which just kind of naturally happen. And then we, really work it and customize it on the sales side in GHL. And it can be done anywhere, HubSpot, Salesforce, Pipedrive. There's so many, but we
So
prefer and
that's good.
typically use
That's
Go High
really
Level.
good.
Yeah.
That's really good, bro. I like that. There's
Nice,
a
nice.
lot of options there. That's a lot there.